Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're tearing down the for sale sign and diving headfirst into a world where selling a home is less about luck and much more about laser-focused strategy, military-grade precision, and, well, an undeniable understanding of human psychology. You see, as some of the fascinating material we've gathered states, luxury isn't a price point, it's a presentation.
That's a powerful line.
It is. And our mission today is to truly unpack what that means for you.
Exactly. We're going to explore the unique mindset and the meticulous, almost surgical process of what's known as a real closer in luxury real estate.
A real closer. Okay.
Yeah. This isn't just someone who lists properties, it's a professional who proactively positions them to secure optimal results.
Right.
You're about to gain insights into a highly strategic approach that aims to deliver significant value, moving far beyond often passive real estate practices.
We've pulled together some truly compelling insights for this deep dive, including a look at a distinctive brand's tone and personality, an episode titled What to Expect When You List with a Real Closer, and a detailed breakdown of my process for marketing luxury listings. Get ready to see luxury real estate through an entirely new, incredibly strategic lens. So what are the core characteristics that truly define this closer? The material paints a picture of someone who is smart, tactical, and incredibly unfiltered.
Unfiltered, yeah.
Often with a splash of sarcasm and relatable humor. So how does this persona, with its described precision, confidence, and authenticity, genuinely differentiate them from what listeners might expect from a typical real estate agent?
Well, it's really about building immediate trust through clarity, not platitudes.
Right. Less fluff.
Exactly. The description of their tone is particularly insightful. Direct, but never arrogant. Analytical, but never boring. Funny, but never silly. Demanding, but never condescending, and always relatable, never generic. They're aiming for, a mix between a TED Talk and a tactical briefing, seasoned with a few laughs and hard truths.
A TED Talk and a tactical briefing. I like that.
Yeah. This isn't just marketing fluff. It suggests a commitment to rigorous analysis and transparent, no-nonsense communication. They don't just want you to like them. They want you to trust their competence.
That really comes through. And the language they use drives this home. I found some incredible phrases that completely reframe the conversation. For example, let's be real. No one's buying your pool. They're buying how that pool makes them feel.
The lifestyle.
Or this one. You don't need a sign in the yard. You need strategy. So what conventional wisdom is that line challenging? How does the closer's strategy actively replace that simple for sale sign?
Well, it's a direct challenge to the passive approach, right? The traditional sign in the yard relies on luck and broad exposure, just hoping the right buyer drives by.
Yeah, hope isn't a strategy.
Precisely. The closer understands that luxury buyers aren't just driving by, they're actively sought out. The focus shifts from general visibility to highly targeted engagement.
Okay.
As another quote from the material puts it, I don't sell houses, I position assets to the right buyers.
Position assets. That's different.
It's a fundamental shift from hoping to finding, from waiting to actively creating opportunities. It implies a detailed proactive plan rather than just, a reactive one.
And it sounds like they have zero tolerance for anything less. The material has lines like, if your last agent told you, let's just see what happens, fire them.
Direct.
Very direct. And this isn't guesswork. It's math, psychology, and negotiation timing. That level of conviction really underscores the difference, doesn't it?
It really does.
It's truly about seeing a property as a high-value asset, worthy of a high-value strategy, not just a house.
Absolutely. This approach fundamentally shifts from a passive listing to an active, evidence-based positioning, always with an eye toward delivering concrete, measurable results. It's about being a closer, not just an agent who, as the material colorfully puts it, brings cookies to the open house but no buyers to the table.
Ouch. But clear.
It's about bringing an almost military-level discipline to every single aspect of your listing. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this strategic mindset begins long before a property is even photographed, way before.
Okay.
It starts with an almost scientific approach to pricing and, critically, to identifying the ideal buyer. This isn't just a suggestion. It's really a foundational step that influences every subsequent decision.
Pricing strategically. That seems absolutely fundamental. How does this approach elevate pricing beyond just pulling some neighborhood comps, which, is what many of us are familiar with?
Right.
This is where the process really gets interesting. The material describes a six-figure pricing strategy that goes far beyond a simple Zillow range. What does that actually entail?
It's incredibly detailed. First, there's meticulous strategic buyer profiling. The closer doesn't just guess. They meticulously identify the exact target buyer. Are we talking about relocating executives from, say, New York? International buyers from Canada or Dubai?
Specific locations.
Exactly. Or maybe prestige-driven buyers seeking unique design and exclusivity? Or perhaps investors looking for strong rental yield? This isn't a broad demographic, it's a laser-focused profile.
So understanding that specific buyer profile then guides every single subsequent step in the selling process.
Every step.
Ensuring all efforts are focused on attracting that one high-value individual or type.
But what about the actual price tag? How do they arrive at that premium number?
That's where the premium pricing strategy comes in. Luxury homes often defy standard pricing logic.
Okay.
The analysis goes beyond the typical appraisal, which, let's be honest, is often just about comparable sales. It actively considers appraisal gap.
Appraisal gaps. Yeah, where the property's unique, often intangible value might exceed a standard valuation. And it focuses heavily on emotional value drivers, understanding what truly makes a luxury buyer connect with and ultimately pay a premium for a home.
Got it.
They also delve deep into active luxury competition and unique lifestyle upgrades the home offers. It's multi-layered.
So it's not just about square footage and recent sales. It's also about the perceived value of a lifestyle, that exclusivity factor.
Exactly.
The goal then is to build a pricing narrative that clearly articulates the property's worth and, crucially, creates scarcity around it.
But how do they prove this isn't just, wishful thinking? How do they back it up?
Great question. This isn't opinion. It's about results based on evidence. They use comps, projections, detailed buyer behavioral analysis, historical market data, and even pro forma style positioning.
Pro forma style. Explain that a bit. Sure. For those unfamiliar, that means they create a detailed financial projection for the property, almost like a business plan, to showcase its investment potential or long-term value, even if it's a primary residence.
Okay, I see.
All of this establishes a strategic pricing entry point designed specifically to generate buzz, multiple offers, and leverage for you, the seller. It ensures the data doesn't lie, and the strategy is backed by deep analysis.
That meticulous front-end work is clearly crucial. It's about creating a data-backed narrative that not only justifies a premium value, but actively commands it in the market.
Precisely.
So once that deep strategic groundwork is laid, how does this closer actually present a property to the world? The material emphasizes a marketing launch, not a listing drop.
Yeah, big difference.
And treating a home like a feature film. That sounds incredibly exciting and definitely a far cry from just a simple for sale sign.
It really moves beyond mere visibility to creating true market presence. You definitely won't see this approach involve, slacking a listing live at midnight with 6 cell phone photos and a "let's see what happens" caption.
Chuckles.
Yeah.
Right. We've all seen those.
This is about making a definitive statement from day one, like a Hollywood premiere.
So what does that look like in practice for us, the listeners? It starts with cinematic presentation, right? The property is treated like a main attraction, deserving of a Hollywood-level production.
Right.
Give us a sense of the kind of content they create.
Absolutely. Think high-end video walkthroughs, often with sophisticated voiceover or really compelling music to set the mood. You'll see stunning drone aerials, particularly for unique features like waterfronts, expansive acreage, or distinctive architectural rooflines, things you can't capture from the ground.
Right. That perspective.
Exactly. There's also virtual twilight photography, capturing the property at dusk with interior lights glowing. It creates this alluring, aspirational image.
Oh yeah, those look amazing.
And critically, there's lifestyle storytelling. The home is shown in use. Imagine people enjoying the pool, gathering in a gourmet kitchen, maybe relaxing by a fire pit.
So not just empty rooms.
Not just empty rooms, it's showing the life that happens there. Every single asset is crafted to trigger emotion and action.
That sounds incredibly immersive.
Yeah.
So, okay, once this stunning presentation is created, how do they ensure it reaches the right eyes, not just any eyes?
That's where the multi-channel luxury marketing comes in. The strategy doesn't just rely on listing on the MLS, the multiple listing service, and hoping for the best.
Okay.
Instead, it involves targeted campaigns on curated luxury platforms. Think The Real Deal, Mansion Global, James Edition, places that cater specifically to high net worth individuals.
Got it. Going where the buyers are.
Precisely. They use highly targeted digital ad campaigns, geofenced to specific affluent zip codes across the U.S. and even internationally.
Geofence. So the ads only show up if you're in those areas.
Exactly. Meaning ads only show up for potential buyers physically located in those high net worth areas. Plus, leveraging Instagram and YouTube Reels with strategic hooks and direct outreach to a robust network of high net worth buyers and a trusted broker network.
Yeah.
As the material powerfully states, you can't attract a $5 mabber with $500 marketing.
That's a crucial point, isn't it? The investment matches the target. And for those truly exceptional properties, there's even a private access strategy sometimes. Tell us more about this quiet confidence approach.
Certainly. For certain really exclusive listings, they employ what's called a quiet confidence approach. This might involve exclusive NDA-required previews.
NDA required, wow.
Yeah, meaning potential buyers sign a non-disclosure agreement just to see the property. It ensures discretion and genuine interest.
Filters out the looky-loos.
Absolutely. Or it could be private showings only, or even off-market exposure to exclusive investment groups, relocation executives, and specific high-end buyer agents before it hits the wider market. This increases exclusivity, creates a sense of urgency, and prevents the property from becoming stale on the open market.
So it's about transforming the property into a desirable brand, selling a lifestyle and a feeling, which resonates deeply with luxury buyers and leads to decisive action. It's about being hunted, not just listed.
Exactly. And this raises an important question. How does this high level of precision and strategic launching translate into the ongoing management and negotiation process?
Right, go day to day.
The materials highlight straight talk and tactical moves and full concierge execution. It's about maintaining that strategic discipline throughout the entire journey, not just at the launch.
So working with a closer throughout the sale.
Yeah.
It sounds like a uniquely proactive experience. From the client's perspective, what are the most tangible differences they'd feel in that ongoing management and negotiation process compared to maybe a more traditional agent?
Well, you'd immediately feel that straight talk and tactical moves mentality. There's no sugarcoating, no hopeful language. You won't experience silence during feedback week, wondering what's happening, and there's certainly no panic during negotiations.
Calm under pressure.
Buyers are handled with control, confidence, and calm, and there's no blinking when it's time to push back on a lowball offer. It's about having a strong advocate who isn't afraid to walk away if the terms aren't right for you, the seller.
That sounds like a level of unwavering confidence that would be incredibly reassuring.
Yeah.
And that confidence, I imagine, translates into smart negotiation and closing as well.
Precisely. The process isn't about, playing ping pong with offers back and forth endlessly. It's about shaping them.
Shaping them. How?
This includes rigorous pre-qualification of interest before serious showings waste anyone's time, structuring favorable timelines and terms for you, the seller, and minimizing friction by preparing all documents, disclosures, legal protections, everything up front.
Proactive.
Very. The closing itself is handled with truly a white glove, concierge-level service from the moment an offer is accepted right through to the final key handoff. Smooth and managed.
And it sounds like this proactivity extends to every single detail. The material describes full concierge execution. For a busy luxury homeowner, what does that level of service actually mean for their daily experience during the sale? Like, what's off their plate?
Pretty much everything related to the sale. You'll receive clear, continuous communication, knowing exactly where we are, what we're doing, and why it works. No guessing games.
Okay.
The team manages it all, showing coordination, meticulous buyer screening, detailed feedback reports, scheduling, coordinating any necessary repairs or touch-ups, staging details, photography logistics, comprehensive legal preparation.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is. The emphasis is on daily moves, not just, a weekly email update. As the source bluntly states, I don't babysit listings, I make deals happen.
Chuckles, I like that.
It's designed to be a completely hands-off experience for the seller, managed with meticulous attention.
Okay, all of this sounds incredibly effective in theory, it really does. But does it actually deliver in practice? So what does this all mean when applied to a real-world scenario? We found a truly compelling anecdote that seems to bring all these principles to life.
Yes, this story perfectly illustrates the transformative impact of applying these very principles we've been discussing. It really shows the dramatic difference a strategic closer can make. It's a powerful demonstration of results.
So the anecdote tells us about a property. It had been previously listed by what they described as a nice guy agent, sweet, smiley, lots of hugs.
A friendly approach.
Right. And despite this friendly approach, the property sat on the market for an astonishing 147 days.
Wow, almost 5 months.
Exactly. It simply wasn't moving, losing momentum, and probably perceived value with every passing week.
Okay, so that's where the closer stepped in. And they didn't just relist it, they implemented their complete process we've been talking about. The property was strategically repositioned, expertly restaged, professionally reshot, meticulously remarketed across all those channels we mentioned.
The whole
The
playbook.
whole playbook, and then decisively relaunched with their signature discipline. Every single step we just outlined was put into action.
And the dramatic result, drumroll, the property sold in just 12 days.
12 days, down from 147.
Down from 147, and get this, for an incredible $81,000 over ask.
Over asking.
Over asking. And to top it all off, it was an all-cash offer.
Incredible.
That's an absolutely incredible turnaround. It wasn't just about selling, it was about selling exceptionally well,
Yeah.
demonstrating the tangible value of this unique, disciplined approach.
Absolutely.
The seller's reaction, quoted in the material, perfectly encapsulates the impact. Justin, I didn't even know this home could look this good, let alone sell this fast.
Yeah, and that quote says it all, really. This powerful story reinforces that the investment in strategy, cinematic presentation, and disciplined execution directly translates into superior results. You get unparalleled speed, a premium price, and highly favorable terms for the seller. It truly underscores the point that just because your last agent said, "We're doing everything we can," doesn't mean they were.
Hard truth, maybe?
It can be, but this approach doesn't just work on paper, it transforms outcomes in the real world.
Wow. We've covered an incredible amount of ground today, really peeling back the layers on what it truly means to be a real closer in the luxury real estate market. This is clearly a paradigm shift from maybe more traditional methods.
The overarching theme is crystal clear, isn't it? Knowledge, strategy, and relentless, almost surgical execution transform outcomes. It's about understanding market psychology, meticulous planning, and treating every single detail with an unwavering discipline, all wrapped in this personalized concierge-style care that truly manages the entire process for the client.
So for you, the listener, here's maybe a thought to mull over as we wrap up. If you were to approach any listing in your own life, maybe a personal goal, a professional project, even a negotiation perhaps, with this level of strategic profiling, cinematic presentation, and unwavering discipline.
That Marine Corps discipline.
Exactly. What challenge currently, sitting for 147 days in your world, might you transform into an all-cash 12-day close success? Something to think about.
It's a great question. We encourage you to reflect on these principles and consider how they might apply far beyond the world of real estate. Thank you for diving deep with us today.